Hey everyone, I figured it would be easier for me to put a video together and just give you all an update as to what's happening here, and to tell you how things are and maybe how I'm doing. Maybe you could see how I'm doing. I'm obviously not okay. I'm trying to keep it all together to get Ashley's body back to the United States. It's the first problem. At the moment, cremation looks like the best way to go forward. It will be cheaper and more flexible for me. I'll be able to bring her remains back at my own leisure. The issue is that her mom would like to have her body brought back to the United States, and I want to honor her wishes as much as I can. She goes back and forth on it a lot of the time. One moment she's okay with cremation, but the next she would like her body back. The problem I have with that is mostly with the cost. It will cost substantially, something to the tune of about 10 million won, which, to give you an idea, that is about a little over 4 months' salary for me here. It's about maybe $9,000 US, so it's expensive. I'm going to be looking into the any options that the American Embassy might be able to provide. My mom sent me an article just now about how there might be, maybe a document, I'm not sure, about how they might be able to handle that. If that is at all possible and I can make any arrangement like that, I would much prefer that. I don't know if Ash would be okay with burial. I'm pretty sure she would prefer to be cremated and have her ashes scattered from 35,000 feet as I jump out of a building with a parachute strapped to my back and skydive the way she wanted. But yeah, that's the big issue right now, is how to get her body back to her family, because I feel that that's important for them. So that's that. Once I get that resolved, the next big issue for me is packing up her stuff. I can't be in this apartment alone, seeing all of the different reminders of her. She has a lot of stuff everywhere, so I need to pack that up. My mom's on her way here. She'll be here this week, or next week, to help with that as much as she can. I can't look at it for very long. We had no friends here in Seoul, or very, very few. I have a great colleague, Ellie, at work. She's been just such a soldier for me there, at least handling that stuff and taking care of admin there, and people at my work have been very supportive. And I've just been getting just an absolute avalanche of wishes and thoughts and prayers, and I feed on that. I need that. In terms of the police investigation, yesterday, after I dealt with the morgue and getting her death certificates and things, I had to get a whole bunch of copies. I had to go to the police station and give my statement, which took about 4 hours. And then after that, the one investigator, the one detective, I think he's one of the big guys or something, a nice suit and everything, he decided to come with me back to the apartment to have a look for himself. And it seems like at the time he was staring out the window and everything, trying to figure out like how she might have fallen out the window. And I think some guys in the building opposite us were there, and he sort of shouted to them, and he asked them if there's any CCTV cameras around, and they said yeah. So I think they might be investigating some of the camera footage they might find there, and we'll have conclusive evidence about that. But basically the gist is that how Ashley died was she might have been cleaning up the apartment a little bit or something, and she took our bath mat and she was flapping it outside the window, and she might have dropped it or released it. She tried to reach out and get it, and she fell out. The reason why I was not here to stop her or to do it myself or anything like that is because I was staying at a hotel at the time. And the reason why I was staying at a hotel was because Ash and I were going through a pretty rough time. She was pretty sick, and as much as I wanted to help her, and I had been helping her, the medications she was taking was causing her to stumble around the apartment. She couldn't stand, she couldn't walk, and I would have to nurse her and carry her to and from the bathroom. Well, help her get to and from the bathroom. And she would also, you know, not know where she is or what was going on. It got very bad and very stressful, and I was losing sleep, and I was getting stressed, and I was starting to have physical symptoms of stress. I still am now. I'm getting them back again. I'm feeling aches and pains in my body. I'm not okay. So I went to a hotel to get a solid night's rest. I just needed a night that was undisturbed. I knew that she was upset about it, but I told her that, you know, afterwards, you know, I want to talk about things and I want to figure out things, because I have done the best I could to help her out, the best I could to be there for her, the best I could to help her. And sometimes I would do it, you know, upset and angry and stressed, but I did it because, you know, it was tough for me. It was tough for us. And yeah, I tried to love her as best I could. I loved her a great deal. I miss her. And yeah, it was a difficult time for us. We're going through a difficult time. It's been difficult ever since she came back to Korea. It started good, and then it got very hard very quick in a couple of weeks, and I was trying to make it work and trying to help her out. I only ever wanted her to be happy and healthy. I only wanted us to be happy and healthy, to get back to what we had before. You know, she was a real firecracker back in the day. She was really fun and sweet and funny. Man, she was funny. But things happened to her. Life happened to her. Very bad things that should never happen to anybody happened to her. And it changed her. It filled her head and her heart with demons and bad things. And it's just been a constant battle for her and for me as well, you know, as part of it, to help her through it, to support her, to encourage her, to get her to live a good life. And I guess it was becoming too much for her, you know, and I just wanted so badly for her to be happy and to be healthy and for us to be together. I can say now that she is free from that fight and she doesn't have to do it anymore. And call me crazy, but sometimes when I try to ask her questions in my head, you know, like I'm praying or, you know, something like that, I think I hear her sometimes. It's strange, I know, it's weird, but I just get the feeling she's okay. Wherever she is, she's okay. And she's doing pretty good. She's with her dad now. And that brings me comfort, knowing that all of her pain and her burdens, all of her troubles, her aches and pains, which were numerous, they're all gone now. And that is comforting for me. So if there's anything you would like to do to my South African friends and family, I would love rusks, biltong, green cream soda, hot cross buns, all those little creature comforts. They're impossible to find here in Korea, and to import them would be very expensive. I would have to fly home and get them. If you are so compelled to send anything like that, any good old-fashioned South African creature comfort foods, I'd take it. Gimme. Diet be damned. Right now. Otherwise, just keep the thoughts and prayers and well wishes, and And yeah, if you're ever in Seoul, on the other side of the world perhaps, and you want to stop by, you are always welcome. You're always welcome to come see me. In fact, I just found out one of my dear friends is actually coming to Seoul and will be here this weekend, which I'm so happy for. I'd love to see her again. She better be ready. I'm gonna need a lot of hugs. Yeah. Also, if you can, just send any condolences, thoughts, and wishes to Ashla's family. If you can find them on Facebook, I might link them or something. It's a big family, and they have been through a lot. A relative smorgasbord of tragedy and trauma and suffering and pain, and the last thing they needed was this. The last thing. And so please, if you could, just send your messages to them too. And be good to each other. Life is tough, life is hard, it has its ups and downs, but then it has its end, and when it ends, things change, and it hurts. There is an Ashley-shaped hole now in my life and in my heart, and though she was small, the hole was quite big, and it's going to take me a long time to fill it, so please just keep checking in on me if you can. I don't have any friends here in Korea. I haven't really had the time or the temperament, what with COVID and everything. I moved up to Seoul in 2020, so haven't really gotten out much, and I've been reluctant ever since, I guess. I don't know, programming, busy, I don't know, it's tough. So get in touch, stay in touch, let me know what's going on with you in your lives, distract me, keep me motivated, keep me positive, share what you can when you can, and if you want to send me things to eat, I would love that. South African stuff, you know, I miss it so much. And I don't know about money yet. So far, I'm getting by with what I have, but I don't have very much. And considering the cost of having to transport her body back, I don't know if the embassy will fit the bill yet. So if you have some kind of finances to spare for that, I would appreciate it. But that's I don't want to press you on that. It's a different thing. But I'll take rusks and biltong and green cream soda and fizzes and Cadbury's and hot cross buns and, you know, good stuff. You can't send boerewors though. I would love boerewors, but that's a no-go. Thank you guys. I love you all. Yeah, I love you all, and I'll keep you updated as things progress.